Continuing on the ERA posting, let's look at the scenario where you have both payment and also recoupment on the ERA and how you would process that. So first let's open up the ERA. So on the ERA, as you can see, the payment amount is at $307.14. But this ERA has got reversals on it, and it has also got payments. So if the claims on the ERA are seen more than once, or the same claim is seen more than once, you can see that the ERA will highlight those claims for you. And it'll also have at the top showing you that duplicate claims were found. Typically, you would see this when you have both a payment and also a reversal for that or from that agreement. In some instances, some insurances may not provide you the reversal of previous payment details, but they may have just at the top here or at the header of the ERA, they might provide you from where the amount is being withheld or being recouped. So for any refunds or retractions, always look for WO as the adjustment reason, or at the top in the header you would see WO. Though you don't see it on this ERA because it's a dummy ERA that was used for just for the training purposes, but typically when you get it from the insurance, you would have a WO, which means withheld, as the as a reason, an adjustment reason. Or you may also see sometimes it'll be FB as forwarding balance. So to process this ERA, you would process the payments normally. Anything which is paid here, you will process it normally. Now, when you're posting this ERA, always make sure if there's any negative amounts, those are always unchecked. Never check any negative amounts, because when you check any negative amounts from the list on the ERA posting screen, they will skew up the posting. So if there's any negative payments, uncheck it, because any negative payments are reversals, or negative amounts are reversals, which means that they have to be reversed out, and the reversal step has always to be manually done. To reverse the payment, so let's look down on this ERA, and I'll just go through. I'm not going to do all the reversals on this one, but I'm just going to go and look at an example here, which is, let's look at this claim, which has got a reversal of 42.80. So we'll open that claim on in the system. So the step one that you would need to do is that you go and reverse that amount. Either you post the ERA, full ERA from here, or you go and do the reversal first. So if you're doing the reversal first, just go to the CM, hit the CM. That'll open up that claim for you. And once a claim opens up, you can see that it shows that this was the amount that was applied and previously, and you can see that that line is closed. So you can reverse this payment, which is you would hit the reverse and use that reverse refund step, the reverse refund, which was discussed in the manual posting. You will enter the amount that you want to reverse as shown on the ERA. You will enter the reverse paid amount. If there is any adjustments you want to reverse, you will enter the reverse adjustment amount. Select the next action for or next status for it, and hit the reverse refund. And when you do the reverse refund, you will put in that new ERA's check number. So this check number is what you would need to enter, as well as this payment date and this accounting date as well. So that creates a negative entry for that negative refund entry in the system using this check, this ERA check number, check date, and check information. Now, once that negative is created, and how you could do that, details of the negative payment, the reversal, is discussed or was discussed in our manual posting process. So you can just review that part of it. If you have any questions on how to do this, or you need to see the steps on how to do that, you just go back to that or look up the recording of the webinar, which shows you how in the manual posting process how those refund or retractions were done. So once you have done that step, the next step is you have to now post this ERA. Now to post the ERA, you want to change the payment amount, because you may have done retractions for or reversals for these all the negative amounts that are in here. Now, sometimes it becomes a little tricky when you see all these amounts, negatives, and reversals to know what is the amount that needs to be entered on this payment amount field. So to make it easier, it's always best to export this to Excel. You have an Excel option. It exports it to Excel. And on the Excel, you can see what is the actual, you can filter all the positive amounts and you can see what is the amount that needs to be added or put in the payment. So this is, it shows me that when I add these all up, it is $729.04. So I'm going to change this amount to $729.04. And I'll hit the process, and that'll change the payment to $729.04. So there's about a negative 400 plus dollars which is being reversed. That is this negative 336 and the 42.80 cents, $42.80. So that's being reversed. So when you add those reversals together, or actually there are 242, so that when you add them they get added to the $400 plus reversals that's in there. So when you proceed to post now, it would post the $729.04. So it'll post the $729.04. You can see that it leaves out that $42.07 or 8 cents. It leaves that amount out because I have not yet reversed that amount. So that remains unapplied right at this time. So the step that we would do here is, what I would do here is hit the post, and that will post that $729 will get, or $686.30 will get posted now, leaving that $42.07. Once I do the reversal of that from that charge and create the reverse entry for it, I can then go and apply this this $42.07 as well, or $42.08 as well. So once I've done that $42 posting, that will add up to $729 total payment. But there is also the reversals that we would have to do for each of those lines. So each of those lines, the reversals will add up to that $400, which will typically offset, so which is a negative 400 or plus dollars. So when you add those two, that's how that it gets offset. So that's the typical process. So it's the same as the process that we did for the manual payment posting. The only difference kind of here is that you would it's part manual and part electronic. So the paid amount postings will be done electronically by the system, but any reversals or refunds, you'll have to actually go back to that, look at the ERA, and always best to export it to an Excel so you can easily look at it in the Excel. And if you also want to do calculations or total, you can do it from the Excel, and then you can just go to the postings or the charge from where it's being reversed. You can do those reversals, and so once that is done, and when you do the reversals, always note, always put the check number and the check date for this ERA, which is this check number and check date is what you would have to enter, so that when you're running a report and run the report with this check number or look for this ERA, you would see that the negatives and the positive there offset and give you the actual amount that was posted in the system, or the actual amount that was received from the insurance. So that was how you can do ERA posting reversals where there are reversals or retractions. So that's all in this part of the webinar. If there are any questions, please do type them into your questions section. Please type your questions into the webinar control panel.